Hi, James Barry here. I'd just like to show you this remarkable little sharpening tool that you should have with you, I think, all the time because it's such a good little product. So coming down here, it's a 5-inch by 1-inch diamond electroplated quality double-sided diamond stone. Monocrystalline diamond. You've got a 180 grit very coarse, you've got a 1000 very fine. This is going down really well in the wood turning industry because obviously the 180 is so good for putting a burr on something like a hollowing out gouge very, very quickly, and similarly the 1000 grit is superb for putting a very, very final edge on something like a skew. However, I'm just going to show you a couple of other uses that this has. Fine and coarse, great little combination, great size. If you wanted to do something as fairly straightforward, I like to just put that on a little bit of a block if need be. I'm going to put some Titman Edge lapping fluid on there. The only company now that sells my original lapping fluid that I brought to market about 20 years ago and is so successful. I just like to put that. I'm just going to quickly do this carving knife, so I just simply take that on one side and back on the other side. Just a couple of light strokes. This 1000 grit is also suitable for doing things like carbide inserts, router bits, forstner bits. There's not much it won't do. A few light strokes on there, and then if need be you can simply just take that over. I think you've probably seen the videos of how to use the leather strops, and I take this on the other side here, and even something like a carving knife for your carving tools, you're getting that sort of edge on there very quickly. So the fine side is fairly self-evident. Going on to the 180, what you can do with that. First of all, I'm going to show you how easy it is. Something I'm always asked about is scissors and whatever purpose. So I'm going to use this marker here, which hopefully Mike should be able to pick up. So when you're sharpening something like scissors, the easiest way I find to do it is to put that onto a work surface. You have a bevel edge there, level that off so you're looking down flat onto that bevel edge. A little bit of the Titman Edge lapping fluid, and I'm going to work on the 180 grit there, and in a light circular motion take that down the length of the blade. You will see where you're cutting on that blade. Turn that over flat and take off the burr. Over here, do exactly the same on the other side. If when you're doing this, you notice that you're not quite cutting on that edge, then do not move this all over the place. This is your controlling hand for the angle. Flatten that off and take off the burr. And the idea with the scissors, it's always very difficult to actually just get the points. See how fine that is. So that will do things like your scissors very, very quickly. Going on from there, the 180, I managed to dig these out of the garden yesterday. You can obviously tell by the quality of my shears, I do a lot of gardening. So again, I'm going to put a little bit of fluid on there, the 180 grit, bevel edge there, level that off so that we're looking down flat on it. And let's see what this does. So even on a rusty old pair of shears that have not been used very much, when somebody like me has such a passion for gardening, turn that over. I'm going to take that off flat. Don't worry about getting this dirty. We put a little bit more of that fluid on there and you'll see that that just wipes off, hopefully, very easily. So a bit more fluid on there. We've done one side of the blade. I'm going to turn it over. Very quickly just do the other side. Turn this over flat and take off the burr. Now, just to give you an idea of what we can do with a rusty old pair of shears, hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work, but yeah, you see, that's quite a fine cut. That's how quickly you can reclaim tools like that. I have a pair of pruners. I've got no idea where they are, but pruners are a similar sort of way of doing it. So this 180 grit is a great combination for a stone, and I would suggest what a good addition to have into your toolbox. 1000 grit, great for carbides, 180 for anything coarser, great combination. That is the one that we call the extreme. Thank you.